I finally got the chance to watch Frieren. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, I'm not gonna lie, because this was what the anime ended a couple weeks ago and it aired for like a good while. I think it was like 28 episodes, which is really rare nowadays to get like that amount of episodes. But yeah, now that I finally finished watching it, I can give my thoughts on it, because I've seen a lot of people praise on it. Like a lot of people hype this anime up, say it's like one of the best ever. Like my friends who are into anime too, they're like, bro, this is the best anime I've ever seen. I love it so much and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, are you for real? And stuff like that. And I've seen, like, I just seen so many people online talk about it, so I'm like, okay, let me go watch it. And I know going into this, it was not like, cause I'll be honest, bro, like me, I know what I like and what I don't like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a type of dude who likes anime like for fighting and stuff like that. And not all the time, like there's some shows that I've seen that doesn't have to involve a lot of fighting and I can still enjoy it. But I know going into this was gonna be like a slice of life anime, because don't get me wrong, I've seen a couple clips of like a Stark fighting the dragon, which by the way, the animation for that did not need to look that good, but it did anyways, and I was so thankful for that. Frieren and Fern fighting the copy of Frieren, that animation went crazy, and a lot of episodes went crazy as well. Those are just the two I can name on top of my head and stuff like that. But like I said, going into this, I knew it was gonna be like a slice of life anime. So now that I finally watched it and stuff like that, like I think the first 4 to 3 episodes for me were pretty slow paced, if I'm being honest, but after that everything kind of picked up and stuff like that. But now that I finished the entire season and I rewatched the first 4 to 3 episodes, and especially episode 1, it hit me a lot more different. And now that I finally understood what the anime meant and stuff like that, those episodes I love dearly, because if in episode 1, if I remember correctly, Frieren, that was the only time I think you'll ever see her cry in the series, when Himo died and stuff like that. And Himo, like even though like the first party, you don't like, you only see them, I believe, on episode 1, and then you don't see them for the rest of the entire show. Like the only times you see them is basically through flashbacks and stuff like that, like when an important scene comes or whatever. But the flashback doesn't bother you, because it really helps progress the story, and it really helps you understand why Frieren is the way she is today and stuff like that, because of the first party, and especially more so thanks to Himo and stuff like that. And this show is like us and humans, we only have so much limited time compared to elves and stuff like that, because obviously the main character of Frieren, she's an elf, so basically they can live forever. Not forever, realistically, be like they can live forever compared to humans, is basically what I'm trying to say. Because like humans, what average life is like 80 to 100 years and stuff like that. For an elf is like a long time. So essentially for an elf, like a human's life is like a week snap or something like that. So for Frieren, like she didn't really realize what it meant to have friends and stuff like that, I guess, until like the journey was over, and then she kind of like, and Himo died, and she kind of started doing her own adventures again by herself, is when she started to realize, like, damn, like she learned a lot from that group. And if it wasn't for Himo, in my opinion, she wouldn't have understand humans a little bit more and more. And it's not the fact that she hates humans or anything like that, it's just that Himo really changed her outlook on a lot of things and stuff like that, and she can carry that with like the party that she is with right now with Fern and Stark and stuff like that. And like, yeah, that's one thing too I really like about this anime, that it takes its time and it's very slow paced, but it's like the small details that really matter, in my opinion. And one thing I like about this show too is the characters. A lot of the characters that you see in this show are very relatable, and you just like them, bro. Like it's hard not to like certain, like it's hard not to like Fern. Like I like her. She kind of reminds me of Nezuko, if Nezuko can talk and have a personality. Not to say that Nezuko doesn't have a personality, but you get what I'm trying to say. Stark, I love him. He's like a cool bro to me. I love, he's like a warrior, funny dude, but deep down he's like, he overthinks a lot and stuff like that. Like I like him. A lot of the other characters too, like Himo was pretty cool. Like I said, like the first party like we're introduced to, like those characters, even though we don't get to see them throughout the story, like part of our journey, because essentially like they died or they kind of retire or they're just too old to go on adventures and stuff like that. Frieren is the one basically living still, because the only reason for her purpose of living is basically, you know, just wanting to learn spells and stuff like that. That's kind of what her purpose is. But as she meets these new people and stuff like that, she starts to like think about like her first party and stuff like that. And I guess that's where like the anime really hits for me and stuff like that. Like she's evolving as a, I was gonna say human, but she's not a human like an elf, but she's evolving as an elf and stuff like that, understanding human emotions, because that's one thing too that she lacks, and you kind of see it throughout the show and stuff like that. She doesn't have like this personality that screams like, oh, I understand you. Like it, like she has like this bland personality, and it's not that she doesn't want to, it's just that that's just the way she is. But slowly, for sure, she starts to like understand people and stuff like that. And it's really, like I said, a lot of thanks to Himo and her relationship with him and stuff like that. And it was very touching, bro. Every time they show like flashbacks of her and Himo, like I can't help but feel some type of way, because I'm like, damn, I wish Himo was like elf, so like they can, because like That's one thing too I like about this anime. Like, you don't know what you have until it's finally gone, and essentially that's kind of what the message is about the anime. Like, you don't know what you have until it's gone. So appreciate the things that you have right now, live it for the moment, appreciate the present. And I feel like that's what Frieren is appreciating now more than anything. She's appreciating her, like, her parents, which is Frieren and Stark and stuff like that, wanting them to have a good life, supporting them. And I'm not saying that she's a great teacher, by the way, because she still acts like a kid. Like the priest, like the second priest and stuff like that, he acts more of like a adult than she does and stuff like that. But she's learning on the way, and like there's just so many characters and there's so many things that you can learn from this anime. But essentially, more than anything, that's the memo of the show and stuff like that. Like I said, I have no prior reading the source material or anything, so I don't know what's gonna go on or anything like that. I do want to check it out, but I feel like they're gonna announce the season 2 sometime soon, so I think I'd just rather wait and stay anime only. But who knows, I might check out the manga, because I love the anime so much. The music, the choreography, like everything about you wanting to show this is it. Like, I promise you, it's really good. I highly recommend it. But if it's not for you, then I understand, because like I said, if you're more like into fighting and stuff like that, and that's all you really care about, then this show's not for you, because this show is very slow paced at times. Not in a bad way, but it does flesh out the characters well enough, and little small details that you might miss, or you might just be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really have to pay attention and stuff like that to the characters and stuff. But overall, I enjoyed this anime. The animation was beautiful. Like, every episode was fantastic. That's what a studio show look like when given time and the proper effort. But you know, hey man, it is what it is, you know. But regardless, man, I see why so many people love this show, and I feel like it just resonates a lot more with, like, I would say a little older audience, or you know, and not even an older audience, but just people, like, I guess, who just want a different take on anime and stuff like that, on the genre. But yeah, other than that, man, this is just my thoughts overall about you know, Frieren. Like I said, I could probably go more in depth, but just kind of want to give overall, like, just my quick thoughts and stuff like that, my rant or whatever. But yeah, I loved it, man. Hopefully there's a season 2 announced, but if you have seen it, let me know what y'all think. And if you haven't, go watch it, but let me know. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I fuck with it, y'all should fuck with it, and yeah.